Welcome to the Oliveboard platform, and here I am with another session of sitting arrangement part 2 for you. So we will solve some more interesting questions of sitting arrangement in a fast-paced manner, right? Once again, I want you to excuse me for my voice. I'm sorry because I know I'm going through a bad throat situation and this might create a problem for you to decipher, to understand what I'm trying to say. If at all that's the problem, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll be focusing more on the question solving part. So let's start solving immediately without wasting a further second. 6 doctors K, L, M and OP are sitting in a straight line and all are facing the north direction. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is pretty easy, I think. Only O is sitting between N and L, so we have N, O, L. Of course, they can have 2 possibilities here. Only P is sitting between L and K, so L and K have P between them. Okay, K sits fifth to the right of M. So that's only possible if M is sitting here and K is sitting here. Okay, who is sitting immediate right of M? Now we know that K and L have P between them and L and N have O between them. So that's the only possibility. Immediate right of M, N is sitting. Option C is the right answer. Okay, but this would have completely changed if it was facing southwards. So we need to be careful about that. Next, 7 people are comedians sitting in a straight row facing the north. O and L are immediate neighbors. Only 2 people sit to the left of K, so K is sitting here. L is immediate right of N. L is to the immediate right of N, that means it is N, L, O. These 3 people are sitting together. P is an immediate neighbor of both K and N. P is a neighbor of both K and N, so P has to be here. N, L, O have to be here. If J is at the extreme left end, who sits at the extreme right end? As it is, we knew that extreme right end O is sitting. So option D would have been the correct answer. We did not need the final line. That was just a superfluous sentence. And if just for the sake of completing, who is left here? I believe M is left here, so M will come here. Next. A certain number of people are sitting in a row facing north. Whenever you have a question of certain number of people, you don't have to draw the whole thing. Just draw the number of people because that is what they are going to ask you. Okay, so read the question first. If no other person is sitting in the row, what is the total number of people seated? Okay, facing north. Okay, 6 persons sitting between Monica and Dipen. So Monica, 6, Dipen. That's how you will draw. Monica is at the 8th place from the extreme right end. Ketan is at some place towards the left of Monica. Ketan and Monica have exactly 3 people. 10th place from the extreme left end. Now you know Dipen is at the extreme right end. Okay, in the end it is written 6 people sitting between Dipen and Monica. Monica is at 8th place from the extreme right end. Of course, we can see that. That's clear now. Okay. Ketan is at some place towards the left of Monica. Ketan and Monica have exactly 3 persons sitting between them. Ketan is at the 10th place from the extreme left end. Okay. Now, if no other person is sitting, so how many people are there? So basically, if he is the 10th person, there are 9 people there, right? So this is the exact arrangement. Count the number of people. 9 plus 3 plus 6. That is 6 plus 3, 9, 9, 18 plus 3. 18 plus 3 is 21. So option A is the correct answer. Very easy questions. These kind of questions mostly will seem easy, just that they are slightly different from your regular questions. Okay. 6 persons are sitting around a circular table. Facing the center. Only 2 people are sitting between D and A. So we can have D and A here only maybe. F is immediate right of C. Let's start from here only. C and F. Okay. Now D and A, they will have to sit here. There is no other option. E is second to the right of F. So F second to the right is E. E is second to the left of A. Of course, this is A. So this is D. And this guy is left. What is he? He is B. Who is the immediate right of F? It is D. Option D. Okay. Next. 7 friends are sitting around a circular table. All are facing the center of the table. Only R is sitting between Q and S. Perfect. Only T is sitting between P and V. V is sitting third to the right of Q. So if this is Q, this is V. And T is sitting between P and V. It's possible here also and here also. QRS, QRS. Okay, it can be either which ways. V is third to the left of U. That means U is third to the right of V. Okay, so this is only possible here now. QRS. This makes it PTV. Easy. Who's sitting immediate right of R? It is S. That we could have figured out as it is also. Option C is the correct answer. Next. 8 friends. 8 friends are sitting around a square table facing the center. 4 of them are the corners while the other 4 are at the exact center of the sides, correct? Facing the center means one arrow we'll draw. A and C are sitting at opposite corners. Okay, we can pick up any corner, maybe this one here. F and D are at opposite corners, so F and D will be here. Only G is between A and F. So this, you can label this as A, label this as F, only G is between them. So this makes this C and this D. Correct. Now G is to the immediate right of F. We got lucky here. If we would have taken this as F, this as A and this as F, still we would have gotten the right answer only. Yeah, so that's not a problem. So G is to the immediate right of F. Okay. Only B is between A and D. So B is here. H is to the immediate left of C. G is to the immediate right of F. E is second to the right of H. D is second to the left of C. D is third to the left of E. Not required. Okay, we placed it, we chose it that ways, but even if you don't, you will be getting the complete arrangement either which ways. Second to the left of B, it's G. Option C. Okay. Next. 5 people sitting in a straight line facing north. S is an immediate neighbor of both P and R. R is an immediate neighbor of both S and Q. Wait. S, both P and R. Yeah, okay. Q is an immediate neighbor of both R and T. Okay. Can be in any order. Okay, and I think this is a very easy question. It's given right in the question only. Q is the immediate neighbor of both R and T. Who is Q immediate neighbor of R and T? The useless question this is. Okay, next. 6 friends playing games around a circular table. Okay. They were facing the center. E was standing immediate left of A. So this is A, this is E. C was second to the left of F. Okay. There were exactly 2 people between D and A. So D is here. So second left of F. If this is F, this is F. That's the only place, right? So this has to be F. To be C. And B is at the immediate right of A. That is not required only. So which friend was the immediate right of F? It was E. Option D. See, if they are easy questions, we are just attempting them at a very fast pace. So that is what is required, okay? Certain number of people are sitting in a row facing north. Okay, only 7 persons sit between F and U. So we'll have F7U. F is at one of the extreme ends of the row. Okay. Only 9 persons sit between H and U. H is 19 from the extreme left end. H is 14 from the extreme right end. See, now we got lucky here. E is at the extreme right end. Okay. 12% between E and H. And E is the extreme right end. Okay. 10 technically at this point you could have gotten the answer. How many people are there in the row? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 9, 7, 16 and 12, 28, 32. But there is another method here. They have given it to you by chance in the end. In the end they are saying H is at the 19th position from the extreme left, 14th from the extreme right. So 19 plus 14 minus 1. By ranking also we can find out our answer to be 32. Option C is the correct answer. Easy. Why are they giving such questions? The only purpose is because when you read, a lot of people still have this habit of solving it one by one, line by line, line by line. They will not read the question only. Sometimes it's given there in the question, right there. They don't want you to spend maybe 2-3 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute or plus to these questions. But you end up doing that because of habit. So come out of that zone. Try to be more dynamic, right? PQRST are sitting in a straight row, facing north. Neither Q nor S sits at the exact central position of the row. Okay. So it's neither Q nor S here. R is adjacent to S, while P and T are sitting at the extreme ends of the row. So this is P or T here, T and P here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only one person left who can sit here. It's R. It's adjacent to S, so it can be Q or S here, or S or Q here. Either which is who's the central position, it's R. Take quick decisions, okay? 7 gift boxes are placed in a straight line next to each other facing north. Y is placed immediate right of B. X is placed immediate neighbor of both D and A. Y, okay, yeah. C is placed immediate left of Z. B is placed second to the right of X. Y and C are placed immediate next to each other. Oh, great. Done. DXA BYZ. DXA BYCZ. Okay. Which gift box is placed at the right end of the row? It's Z. Five friends are sitting in a straight row facing north. Okay. A is not at the exact center position of the row. C is second from one extreme end, while fourth from the other extreme end. Of course. B and D sit at the extreme ends of the row. So that gives us the clarity that B and D are here. And maybe C is either here or here. So C is not in the center. A is also not there in the center. Who's left? It's E. Just by elimination we can find this out. Okay. Next. 6 students sit in a straight line facing north. P and S are sitting in the extreme ends of the line. Who's sitting adjacent to Q apart from R? Okay. T is sitting adjacent to P, while U is sitting adjacent to S. Okay, whatever it is T is here, U is here, let's say. So this is P, this is S. One person sits between Q and S, so this is Q. And who's left? R. So it has to be U only, no? There's no other possibility. From whichever direction you check, it has to be U only. Who's next to Q apart from R? Next. 8 lawyers are sitting around a square table. Square table, we have 8 lawyers. 4 of them in the corners, okay. 4 at the sides, facing the center. L at a corner was to the immediate right of M. L was at a corner immediate right of M, diagonally opposite to A. Q sitting at a corner was next to both M and K. Which lawyer is second to the left of K? 1, 2. This guy we need. P was second to the left of A. So it's definitely not L, not P. Can either be N or O. Okay. N was not sitting diagonally opposite to M. So N is here, so O is here. So option C is the correct answer. Okay. Next. 7 surgeons are sitting around a square table facing the center. This is a good one. 4 were sitting at the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. While 3 were sitting at the exact center of the sides. One of the center sides was empty. We will draw all 4 of them because we don't know which one is empty. Okay. One of the center. C at one of the corners was immediately next to both B and Y. So I will keep C, let's say, here. So B and Y are here. Z was immediately next to both B and X. So if this is B, this is X, so this is Z. Let's call this B, let's call this Y, let's call this X. A was immediately right of X. Okay, got lucky here. So who's left now? W. W is left. And side will be vacant. This is vacant. This is empty. Okay. Now, which surgeon is third to the right of W? Third to the right of W. B. Option C. Okay. Just that something new will be presented to you. You will get confused in the exam. You will go slow. You will check it thoroughly. So far, each question was very easy, very direct, very doable. I know every question might not be like this. Sometimes they give you a very long paragraph-based question in sitting arrangement. Despite that, it is also very easy because in those cases, it will be partially solvable. That is, your answer will be somewhere in the midway of the arrangement. You might not have to solve it completely. Have that keen observation skills. That is what is more important rather than the concept. I think conceptually you are strong now. By now, I'm expecting those who are watching this channel right now, if you're not a foundation student, if you're not preparing for 2026, then I think I'm assuming you are already well versed. So where do you have to work apart from content is what you need to figure out now. And I think it's going to be different for everybody. But with practice, what will happen is you will understand where you're going wrong. The only problem is awareness. You are not being aware of where you're going wrong, why you are going wrong. And the problem is when everybody tells you to analyze, fine, even I tell you to analyze. The problem is when you analyze, you don't know how to do it. So when you see that, okay, I've made 3 questions of sitting arrangement are wrong. I probably don't know sitting arrangement. So now you sit down and practice 100 questions without any foresight, without anything to pick from. What exactly are you solving? Why are you solving those questions? So that is the crux point. Even simple questions are going to teach you a lot. How to make it even more simple. If I'm taking 15 seconds, 20 seconds at a question, how to make it 8 seconds. That is the whole game. Keep pushing yourself. Never stop. Not once should you feel that you have prepared and you are done now. That is where you will lose. Okay, few birds. This one is very easy, useless question. Few birds. I know I'm contradicting myself, but yeah, one each of orange, yellow, black, green, grey, red and 3 white colored were sitting at a row facing north. Okay, one each of orange, yellow, black, green, grey. So 3 and 2, 5 and red, 6 and 3 white, 9 birds. Okay, facing north. The black bird was an immediate neighbor of both red and grey bird. Black bird is between red and grey. Yellow bird was sitting to the immediate right of the green bird. So green, yellow. Only 3 birds are sitting between orange and red bird. And all these birds were white, of course. The yellow bird sat third to the right of the black bird. Blackbird 1, 2, 3. Luckily we got this arrangement. So this is orange, white 1, white 2, white 3, red, black, grey, green, yellow. Which color birds are sitting at the leftmost and rightmost ends of the row? Yellow and orange. Orange and yellow. See, orange is on the left end, yellow is on the right end. Option A. Okay. Next. Certain number of people are sitting in a row facing north. D is to the immediate right of H. D is to the immediate right of H. A is third to the left of C. Only 3 people sit between H and L. L is fifth to the right of C. D is at the extreme right end of the row. Finally, we have got the arrangement. How many people are there? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. How many people? 14 people. Option B. Seven people sitting in a straight row facing north. Only 3 people sit between Q and N. M and O are immediate neighbors, okay. O is at the extreme right end, perfect. So if O is here, M is here. Now 3 people sit between Q and N, so Q and N have to be here. Okay. R is immediate left of N, so N has to be here. R will be here, Q will be here. What is the question? Who is at the 5th position from the left end of the row? Left end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's N. Option B. We know the answer already. Mark it and move ahead. Be confident. Okay. Cool. Next. 4 people sitting in a straight line facing north. A and C are not adjacent to each other while E are sitting adjacent. Which of the following sitting is not possible? In this case, please strictly go with option elimination. Okay, A and C are not sitting adjacent. Okay, this is not possible. Okay, next. While C and B are sitting adjacent, C and B. Okay, which of the following arrangement is not possible? So now we know option C is not possible. It's that simple. But in the exam, when you will read this, you will slightly, take some more time. You will not take a lot of time, but maybe if we could figure this out in, let's say, 15-20 seconds at max, you'll end up taking 40 because you'll have to cross-check, verify. That is the problem. I'm not saying don't verify. It is important. But at the cost of what? Right. 6 students were studying around a square table in a college library. Square table has 6 students. Let's see the placement. 4 of them are sitting in the corners. 2 others were sitting in the exact center of the sides. Okay. Let's draw this. But we don't know who is sitting where. Okay. C and E were diagonally opposite to each other. Diagonally means they have to sit here. A was not at any of the corner positions, so A has to be either of these places. But only 2 people are occupied, 2 are vacant. And was an immediate neighbor of both E and D. So if I can make anybody as A, E can be here, A and D can be here, or A and D can be here. So I'm not very sure. I will still hold it. D was diagonally opposite to F. Now diagonally opposite means D can be here or D can be here. Still okay. B was immediate right of F. B was immediate right of F. No student sat between C and D as well as between E and F. Now this gives us a hint. So if I take this as E, let me take this as E and let me take this as C. Now first I will read the last one. Between E and F there is no person who's sitting. Okay. B was immediate right of F. Okay, so I will make this as, let's say this is A and this is D, correct? Because A was both E and D. D was diagonally opposite to F, so nobody sitting here. B was immediate right of F. So we have got our arrangement. Done. Done. 2 places are empty and there are 6 people sitting. Who is third left of B? Third left of B, 1, 2, 3. Should it be A? Now a lot of people will say, why not E? They will count 1, 2, 3. Guys, the seat is vacant. If the seat is vacant, you will not count it. No, I am drawing it here so that we are not confused. But if they are asking us third left of B, so 1, 2, 3, it has to be A, nobody else. Okay, it has to be A, nobody else. Got it? Now I want to discuss with you the question which I had left in the last class also. I told you this is a very interesting one, so let's solve this. Okay, this was the homework question of the last session. 7 friends are sitting in an arch shape facing inwards. So if this is an arch shape, 7 friends are sitting here. Okay, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They are facing inwards. Okay. Now R and V are sitting on the corner side. So R and V are here. It's R here, V here, or vice versa. T says on my right hand side more than 2 persons are sitting and R is the last one. On my right hand side they're facing inward, so that means R is here and V is here, and T is saying on my right hand side more than 2 people are sitting and R is the last one. Now T can be either here or here or here, correct? We have 3 positions for T now. Q says on my left hand side there are 3 persons sitting in which V is the last one, so V 1 2, so this is Q. Now if this is Q, we still have 2 people left for T, 2 positions left for T. S and V are sitting beside each other, so we know S is sitting here. That means T is definitely sitting here. Okay, how many people are sitting to the left and right side of T respectively? That's all you need. You don't need who is sitting here. Okay, so to the left hand side we have 2 people, to the right hand side we have 4 people. Okay, so left 2 and right 4. Option D is the right answer. This is a very different, a unique type of question. You might not have come across this type of question. It's a very simple question, very easy, very basic, but the problem is you have either placed them in a circle or in a polygon or in a straight line or in parallel rows. The moment you see an arc, you will get confused. What is this? How do I place them? Where do I place them? What is the arrangement? What is the scope like? And that is where you lose the question. Novelty is the biggest problem, right? So that's it for today. We'll end the session here. I have one more question for you though, which I can give you as a bonus question. Okay, you can take this as a homework or a bonus question. Right? So what you need to do is you need to take this question and put the correct answer in the chat box after the session is over, right? So that's it for today. We'll end it here. Very short, crisp session, fast-paced session of sitting arrangement, right? So I kept on solving the questions. Now just an input from my end is if you're watching the recorded version, you have a choice. You can hit the pause button, solve the question, time yourself, and then look at the solution. You can do that also. You can use these sessions to your benefit. They are already short and crisp versions so that you don't have to run it at 1.5x. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for being live with me till here. And if you're new to the Oliveboard platform, please hit the subscribe button right away. We are actually churning out wonderful content for you. Hit the like button on this video, share it across platforms, and give us all your love. Thank you so much for joining live. Bye bye, namaskar, Jai Hind.